Nate Herbig is going to be the reason we cut Laken Tomlinson.
Inside, and a beauty! Hall, let it free! Brees Hall inside the 10, he's gonna score!
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Talking Just with Tigo. My name is Tigo, and before we hop into today's video, guys, if you want to join the Talking Just with Tigo Patreon and become a citizen of Yugoslavia for less than a cup of coffee a month, you can do that in the description below. Also, my Twitter, Jets with Tigo, is down there, as well as links to my merch if you want to get some Talking Just with Tigo merch. Everything that you might want to click and have fun with is in the description below. But while you're down there, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified whenever new Talking Just with Tigo content drops. But also, and more importantly, to be put into the 2,000 subscriber giveaway, we're going to be giving away a jersey of your choice to you guys. So let me know in the comment section below what you want to see content-wise or anything like that. Let's just get the conversation going. Nate Herbig, let's talk about him. Herbig, fully loaded, has slowly but surely become one of my favorite players on the New York Jets because it's another example of Joe Douglas doing an exceptional job scouting players and bringing in quality talent for our offensive or defensive coaching staff to build up and turn into something incredible. We've seen examples of this time and time and time again. Guys that were either about to retire, just got cut, whatever it is, or on practice squads, you bring them in and they do exceptionally good jobs. Look at Quincy Williams. We're talking about the linebacker room not being the same if he walks. LaMarcus Joyner, as much as I hated him at the beginning of the year, he was going to retire if it wasn't for coming with the Jets, but we saw something in him, and he's been playing exceptionally well at safety for us. And Nate Herbig is just another example of a guy, you know what, he was on the Eagles practice squad. You think he got cut? We go out, pick him up, bring him in as our backup guard, and boom, he steps up when we need him to, plays right guard, and here's the biggest thing. He has been a net positive in the run game and in pass protection for the New York Jets. And we saw when he went down and we had to play Dan Feeney at right guard, we saw how much we missed him. And when the injection of him and Max Mitchell back on that right side of the offensive line, I know there was the Chicago Bears, and it might as well be a non-Power 5 college team. They were still going there, and like, there's nothing that makes me happier than seeing Max Mitchell and Nate Herbig, 61 and 67, just marching down the field on that right side and just 6-7 yards upfield making a lane for their running backs. It's absolutely awesome, and they keep on doing it. Now, the reason I'm bringing up Nate Herbig is because I think we should extend him, and I think we should extend him now. I think we should give him a contract extension, and the reason I'm bringing this up so early is because losing teams, bad teams, specifically the Houston Texans, have already started extending guys for next year. A lot of you may remember ex-New York Jet that we traded for a 6th-round pick that we then turned into James Robinson, Blake Cashman. He got extended. He got another 1-year deal. He'll be back in Houston next year, and he's been an exceptional special teamer for them. Hasn't been injured, and that's awesome for him. But Nate Herbig is a guy that absolutely should be on this team next year. Now, I clickbaited you a little bit, and I said Nate Herbig is going to be the reason I think Laken Tomlinson loses his job, and here's why. We obviously know that Elijah Vera Tucker is going to be coming back from injury, and if he comes back and we keep things the way they are, he should slot right back into the right guard spot. Elijah Vera Tucker is better than Nate Herbig, but you know who's not better than Nate Herbig? Laken Tomlinson. And I'm not saying you move Nate Herbig to the left side. No. What I'm saying is that Laken Tomlinson is being paid an insane amount of money. Next year, he will be 31 years old, and he is due a $12 million base salary, a $4 million signing bonus, and he is a $17 million cap hit for a guard that isn't playing better than our backup. If Elijah Vera Tucker comes back, he should be our starting left guard. And here's the kicker. We have an out on Laken Tomlinson's contract at the end of this year. What that allows us to do is we can get out from under his contract. We do take a dead cap hit of $8 million, but we do save $9 million in the process. And that $9 million can be used to extend Nate Herbig, and another guy that I think we should probably extend is Connor McGovern, but that's for a different video. But Nate Herbig is and should be our right guard moving forward. When we look at his age, he is 24 years old. He's going to be 25 next year. So he is 6 years younger than Laken Tomlinson. He's playing better, and he won't cost us $17 million on the cap hit, on the salary cap. He'd be lucky to make 5 or 6, and he could sign a multi-year contract, and boom, the Laken Tomlinson dead cap doesn't seem like that big of a deal, especially because it's only going to be here this year and next. And so, I don't know. I look at it and I go, Nate Herbig might have cost Laken Tomlinson his job. He came in, he's playing exceptionally well. In my opinion, he's playing at a Pro Bowl level. Nate Herbig, guys, is serious, and the New York Jets have a great problem when it comes to the offensive line. We have a lot of really good players. We have a lot of really old veterans that used to be good players and possibly can still be good players, and we have a good mix of guys who can, compete for starting jobs. There's a lot of possibility moving forward, and General Manager Joe Douglas, we know, is going to do the right thing moving forward with this football team. And so those are my opinions. I love Nate Herbig. Let's go give the guy some Pro Bowl votes because he absolutely deserves it. The guy's been playing exceptionally well, and if it was up to me, I think he's the reason Laken Tomlinson is probably not on this team next year. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and last but not least, go Jets.